What's up, Tomas? How you living tonight, bro? Dude, something is like fucking making noise on my fucking table every time I shake it, and it's driving me fucking buggy. No sleep, baby crying. Bro, I feel you, man. I don't have no kids, but I'm one of the oldest of seven. And that's rough, bro. That's rough. It's really bugging me out. What the fuck is it? It's my stupid ass fucking Microtech fucking rattling around, fucking pissing me off, freaking out. What up, Cab? How you doing tonight? The T-Rex, what up, dude? How you living? You know, this little anti-cool live, you feel me? I'm actually listening to the other one right here, uh, just for fuel. But no, I can't hang on it live. And I'm bored. I was kind of drunk and I already went to bed. And here I am. Sweet, sweet cigarettes. I mean, probably. You know, I live in the future, old lady. Yeah, I don't know. And here I am. I know. I'm getting more combative, I guess, in my old age. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Go live, you know? I ain't got shit to do. I'd rather like talk and hang out with y'all motherfuckers than watch some bullshit fucking show. I'll never catch up on shows, man. I am a fan of cinema, like super fan. Not a cinephile, technically, because I don't really like really be remembering like directors and producers and all that shit, but and the people who made the scores and all that shit. But dude, I'm super big into film, and if I'm not doing anything productive and or hanging with my brother and eating food, I'm usually watching film. But at the same time, dude, I would rather fucking hang out and chill and interact than just watch some art. Feel me? So nowadays, instead of scanning to Netflix for hours and either never actually ending up watching anything or watching some old bullshit, yeah, now I just go live. Might be half hour, might be fucking way too long. I don't fucking know. You know, fuck it. A little Dewars on the rocks. All right, Cat. All right, I like that. I appreciate it. So let's talk options. Just the classic black, or do I got options? Hold on. I don't have to listen to those nerds anymore. I was only listening to that for shit talking fuel. Options, which is classic black. I mean, like black on black on black. It's obviously always the choice. But yeah, I'll do fucking whatever. I can do Ano and all that shit. I just personally don't give a shit about all that. My favorite color is purple and orange and black. But aside from that, I don't really fucking care about colors on my knives as far as a personal take. I'd rather just black everything out and make it look gnarly. But I can do fucking whatever, man. I can do Anno or, whatever you like. Oh, yeah, dude. Tomas, dude, I be lurking, man. If you're not in the know, you can't talk shit. So, yeah, I might give some people some watch hours that I have no respect for, but if I don't know what they're talking about currently, I can't talk shit on them. No, I'm not talking about things that are transpiring at this moment. However, this is very relevant for the day. Oh, your sweater, Stoner. I thought you were talking about a knife, silly ass. Yeah. If I got some advanced warning, we can do a color. So all my shit is always all black, but there's actually one purple hoodie out in the wild for a Miss Donna. Fuck, how do I say her last name? Mamushashad? I feel like a fucking asshole. Hold on. I gotta pronounce it right or I'll feel like a dick. Mahmoudashad. Sorry, I had to get that right. Where's my window? Fuck. There we go. But yeah, there is a one purple fucking hoodie out in the wild. So if I have advanced noticed, I can order a specific color if you would like. Oh shit, Nightwing. What up, dude? Josh, good evening, bro. What's up, Funky? No, T-Rex, it don't matter to me, man. So the apparel I get, I order. It is made to order here locally. So I have to be very specific, and I have to order exactly what is requested at most times. But yeah, when I do this next order or whatever, I can get you a different color if you would like that. I really like using my local people. They do a really good job. They get quality merch, very many options. It is a pain in the ass, though, man. I got to mail all this shit out afterwards. I get all this fucking mail money and shit. I'd love to set up an online store where you just like grab one, but I got to figure it out to where I can get like the exact like actual physical style of shirt and hoodie that I want to get to be able to do that. It's really easy to do it locally. I don't know how to do it fucking online. But I'm working on it. Again, dude, I'm like just now almost 2 years into this whole selling fucking folder knives thing. I'm learning. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I have no idea. Mills, what up, dude? How's that Predator? I fucking hate the what company is it that has a knife called the Predator out right now? And it's a wee embarrassing thing. Even if it's a good knife, I'm not talking shit on anybody that owns it, but ain't like mine. Peanut butter truffle, Robin. So I have. Where's the other one? I have two varieties of said internet weed. I have the forbidden fruit. And I have the London Loud Cake. But you know me, I also have that funky ass gas local grown shit. So I got the trifecta, if you feel me. And I'll be fucking around. Robin, yes, which is the same as all fucking weed. It's good, man. It's fucking good. It's cheap. No, Robin, you need to read more if you're asking me those questions. You need to read more. Much love. I love you. It doesn't differ. That's the thing. It's the same shit. It is literally like technical mumbo jumbo at that point. All weed is one thing until you fucking combust it, and then it turns into another thing. That is literally like the physical chemical properties of heating one substance and it transforming. I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying, like, there's so much fucking back and forth about this these days. Yes, there are many different cannabinoids. That word fucks me up. But they ain't shit, and then you light them up, and then they turn into another shit. Feel me? So, like, yeah, dude. It is, well, yeah, or eat it. Eat it, snort it, smoke it. That's how you get high. Anybody that has ever, been a true degenerate understands what I'm saying. So, Sarah, I'll give it to you in your gut biome. What's up, dude? How you living? I've been baked since 11. 11 tonight? Or, oh, wait, it's not even 11 there. So 11 a.m.? It's already 11 twice here. You're in the past, lady. Better keep up. Or you're going to fucking drown on Thursday. Oh, everybody in this chat, all 9 of you brave souls. Me and Miss T-Rex, Metallic T-Rex, will be going live Thursday evening around 8 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Central for a fat-ass smoke sesh. So if you want to hang out and possibly watch this lady tell me to go fuck myself live, tune in. Now I need to know your real name. Now I'm intrigued. Buy out a dome within a dome, Cicero. Dude, old school Pauly Shore peak fucking retarded humor. Damn. Biodome. Son-in-law. Yeah. Mercedes? Like Mercedes? But Mercedes? Mercedes. Or is it pronounced the same? Mercedes. T-Rex, I got jokes because, like, I live in the hood, man. Mercedes is a hood name, homie. That's all I got to say. If anyone knows what I mean, yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you're from, like, British Columbia, so that's fucking wild to me. That's not the hood. Fed, my man. I'll get your shit to you for sure, man. Again, I fucked up the shirts on the 2XL, so if you... I don't think you had a 2XL, but I think Derek did. But I talked to him separately. Don't worry about it. T-Rex. My lady. Y'all know I am. The mean streets of Canada. Cicero, and T-Rex. Because we're programmed as fucking Americans. Now, granted, I don't know. I know things aren't as how we were, like, you know, raised to believe as we were programmed. But yeah, dude, like, thinking about Canada being ghetto is like super funny to me. I know it's real life, but it's just like the way, it's like people think we still ride horses here in Nebraska. Nah, man. You know what I mean? Fed is a lovely beast. He'll take his shirt off and fight you. Fed's the homie. Fed, you going to fucking Atlanta this year? I hope so. I'll be there. Holding it down. I hope to fucking sell out super early Friday just so I don't even care about dude, I only basically bring enough money to basically sell enough to pay for my trip. I don't care about making money at my shows, man. I don't. I want to pay for my show because it cost me fucking $3,000 to get there. Past that, dude, I don't give a fuck about making money at my shows. Dude, I don't give a fuck about making money at shows. I'm at shows to fucking hang out. So the sooner I can sell out of the few things I bring to pay for the trip, the sooner I can just be fucking hanging out and being a jackass. So everybody keep that in mind. Knife shows are not work to me. I don't believe in that shit. And like some people are like, oh, you go to a knife show, you got to be professional and stand up all the time and greet people and blah, blah, blah. Fuck no, dude. I'm there to meet people, hang out, and have a goddamn good time. I am trying to pay for my trip while I'm there because it cost me a lot of money to get there. Otherwise, I would just show up as a guest and not fucking sell anything. But I don't give a fuck, dude. I come from the tattoo world, man. Like, going to a convention, that is not work. That is not work. That is going to hang out. That is going to party, maybe get your name out, but it's going to party and hang out and meet new makers and other makers. You know what I mean? Oh, I am specifically, sorry, T-Rex. I am specifically talking about Blade Show Atlanta, the big show every year. And now I will be at Texas in March. I'm not working it. I'm going down there with Grateful Dong and Dan Kenman and a couple other folk. And I might bring a couple pieces if anybody wants anything, but I'm not working that show. It seems small and lame, like Blade West. Blade West, that show fucking sucks. I don't give a shit. It's fucking boring as fuck. And I've never sold anything there. So I'm not working it anymore. T-Rex, I'd be yelling sometimes, man. I'd be getting passionate in my ramblings, if you will. But no, fuck the other shows. They're small and boring as fuck. I go to shows to fucking hang out and party, have a good time. I don't give a fuck about working. Obviously, I want to pay for my trip because it costs money. But dude, I literally don't give a fuck about working at shows. Like, it should be fun, but it's not. It's like a big swap meet, and it's fucking stupid. There's no music going on. Don't get me fucking started. But yeah, Paul Mills, for sure, man. Especially for like Texas, if I go down there, I'm going on a road trip with like 4 or 5 other dudes. Travel's cheap. Stay is cheap. I'm not getting a table. Like 1 or 2 knives would fucking pay for the whole trip. You know what I mean? Because the table alone, when I go to fucking Atlanta, is $750. You know what I mean? That's damn near a fucking knife. And then the travel and the stay. So I basically got to like sell 3 to 4 knives because I pay for my brother. He goes with me. He helps me work the table. He shouldn't be burdened with the price. You know what I mean? So I pay for my brother. So it costs me about $3 to $4 grand when I work shows because I take my brother and he helps me out. So I have to sell at least 4 knives probably to break even. You know what I mean? But we are not there to work. You know what I mean? We are there to hang out and have fun and meet you people and have a good fucking time. Nah, fuck that. Get loud. I said, fuck! Ernie is asleep right now. Well, trying to go to sleep. I'm going to keep him up because I'm loud when I'm live. My bad. Gotta grab my booze. But yeah, no, I'm super stoked for Atlanta this coming year. I think I'm going to do 5 to 10 fixed blades, 3 or 4 folders for like first come, first serve, and then like 2 folders for auction or bid or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like 2 like super fancy ones in some fashion, whether they're carved or silly materials or fucking whatever. I think that is the plan. We'll see what I fucking accomplish. I'm always down to the wire and shit. So, but my plan is some fixies, couple folders, first come first serve for both of those, and then maybe like 2 fancy auction builds. I don't know if that sounds legit. I have too many models to build like multiples of each model. You know what I mean? Like for a show, considering like the custom shit I'm working on. So I don't know. I'm just gonna build fucking whatever. Maybe I sell something. Maybe I don't. If I don't, dude, and if I don't sell anything when I'm at a show, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it sucks. I got to eat that cost, but like, I'm still gonna go down there and have fun. Like it don't matter. It don't fucking matter at all. It's part of the game, Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But hanging out is always a good fucking time. So it don't fucking matter. Oh, nice, Fed. I got a new knife. I got my fucking Tack Knives Slugger. This motherfucker badass, dude. It's like the same size as my Ripley. Where's my Ripley? I mean, damn near. You know what I mean? Maybe a quarter inch off. But it's a big boy. And I fucking love it, dude. This fucking thing is fun. It's actually kind of work to fucking deploy it, which I appreciate. Yeah, I mean, compared to my little my little Microtech, which is fun. It's a super fun toy. But yeah. And I was already like stabbing cans with this shit and things. This thing's super fun. I can like hear the fucking springs working while I'm doing it. So it's fucking fun. I know they're glorified toys, but I can't make this. So that makes it magic to me. Fed? What do you... Oh, surprises? Fed, you're surprising me with random shit? Dude. All right. All right. Fed, I can't wait to get to your build, man. I don't know how far down the line you are. I don't have my books on me right now. But I know you're not like super far from now. I'm excited to build you a knife, bro. I've met you. I've talked to you a long time before and after I've met you physically. But I've met you physically, and I do appreciate you as a human. And I'm excited to build a knife for you. It's going to be a good time. Bet it opens mail so good. I don't be opening no mail. I don't be opening no bills. But yeah, I bet it does. I literally bought this. So I go on walks. I walk a couple miles. A week, 5, 10, whatever. Uh, I always want my phone. I want my headphones. I want a bottle of water. I want my smokes. I want my lighter. I want some weed. I want my fucking knife. So I gotta have like a fanny pack when I go on my walks, right? And you know, it's that much extra shit. And my knife is, you know, no slouch. It's a big ass bitch. But I started carrying this on my walks because it was super light, and I could just like stab a dog if it was trying to eat me or whatever. And I ain't worried about people. I'm worried about like dogs. Feel me? And this thing, I'll stab a dog to death with this thing. Now again, I don't want to stab a dog, but I am scared of large, mean dogs. And well, I'm in the hood, and there's a lot of those. I'll stab a fucking dog before I let it fucking bite me. No, I am not glossing over the fanny pack comment. It's more of a cross-body bag, if you will. Shit. I went to grab it, and it is not in the spot I thought it was. No, I was borrowing one from my brother. There's like a North Face one I want that's a little bit bigger, but there's also like a 911 tactical one I would rather have because it's got a spot for my pew, and that would be nice. Sometimes I'll go walk extendedly, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to have your pew on you. Granted, I've owned a pew for a long time, probably 13 years now. I don't fucking know. And I've never daily carried it. I've never carried it out outside of my house. I don't know if that's like self not carrying. I don't fucking know. But like, I've never really worried about it, as long as I got some form of blade on me, I always feel good. But if I'm going to pay money for a fucking crossbody / fanny pack, it might as well have the accommodations for a pew. You know what I mean? Hip purse. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's got too much shit, and I ain't trying to like go on my walks with my fucking full backpack. Which I mean, I'm a backpack kid. I always had my backpack going everywhere. It's got all my shit in it. Grateful, my man's. Hey, I mean, if you don't have purse chicken, you're not my kind of lady. That's what I'm saying. Like, purse chicken is a real thing, and this is before you. Like, purse chicken has been a joke in my life, my entire life. If you don't have purse chicken, I'm probably not going to be your homie. You know what I mean? You better have that purse chicken. So, Sarah, lay hands on what? Your build or you or myself? What are you talking about? I need to know. These are needed. The build. Okay. All right. All right. Ayahuasca. So ayahuasca, man. Dude, if y'all don't listen to King ISO, check out his music. That's my boy. Anyway, I've never done ayahuasca. I've done many, many, many hallucinogens. I've never done ayahuasca. I would like to. I just haven't. And what? You think I can't perform? Cicero, are you like challenging me? Are you like calling me a bitch? I don't know what's happening here. I come from the tattoo world. I can do fucking goddamn anything on goddamn anything. T-Rex. You're too far away. What are you talking about right now? Dude, I be getting rotisserie chickens all the time. Shit is fucking hilarious. They're just banging, dude. You go to the store, you grab a rotisserie chicken, you're like, that's food. And you just fucking smash that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So goddamn good. All right, Robin. You know I appreciate you, bro. Shroom gummies. So, dude, grateful. So, we're fellow psychonauts. I have a history. However, in my older years here, I have become, I don't know, anxiety. I don't know what the fuck it is. But I don't really do like, I'm be taking shrooms no more, man, or acid. Like the shit like bugs me out, dude. Like my brain fucking bugs out now. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's because I stopped doing all the other fucking terrible drugs I used to do in my 20s. But I just don't trip anymore, man. The shit bugs me out. I get in my head. I mean, I'll do all the weed you can possibly feed me. I don't know. There's something about me now. We'll have our own talks. Ghost with freaking laser beams. That's goddamn right. His name's Neon, and he will fuck you up. Oh, I mean, I got you on the Exploring Space Pro. I got fucking some DMT literally sitting on my fucking dresser next to my computer, next to my PC in my room. If y'all in the chat, anybody that has not done DMT, I do highly suggest it. You know, you go to a different space for like 10, 20 minutes, and then you're back in it. It's like the easiest, best hallucinogen to do. I mean, prove me wrong. Sever, you know. Robin, you can make it. You can buy the root and just make it, man. It's not that crazy. You just gotta like chop it up and bake it, basically. Grateful knows what I'm talking about. Psychonauts unite. Shit is wild, man. I like levitated and all kinds of shit when I've done it. It's fucking wild. Now, granted, I will say that like salvia is more fucked up, but not as enjoyable. Pasta? You're talking about actual pasta, lady? We get down to pasta. Don't worry. On weed? Tomorrow's gonna be fun to do. I'm not gonna drink at all until we start our live, T-Rex. I'm just gonna try to blaze it as much as possible. No booze. Fuck yeah, lasagna and shit. Are you kidding me? Fuck yeah. No cottage cheese. If you put fucking cottage cheese in your lasagna, you're dead to me. And we are not going live tomorrow. No drugs. I'm saying no fucking cottage cheese. Don't put cottage cheese in your goddamn pasta. Yeah, Robin, I will call motherfuckers. Hell yes. Fuck yeah. Fucking cottage cheese is fucking foul. The goddamn right, T-Rex. That's right, you do. You use ricotta. That's right. That's right. Cottage cheese is so gross, man. Goddamn. And I'm a cheese fan. But dude, my grandma, she always used to have like an open thing of cottage cheese in the fridge with a spoon in it. And she was just like, anytime she went into the kitchen, she would just like eat a spoonful of cottage cheese. And that probably ruined me on it, but goddamn, it's so fucking nasty to me. Mm-mm. Fuck no. It'd be like pepper sprinkling on it. It looked all fucked up. No. Fuck no. Cottage cheese is fucking gross. Yeah, ricotta is the way to go. Yeah, PTSD for sure, bro. So nasty. So nasty. Ugh. Ugh. I remember the first time, dude, I was like 5, 6 years old, dude. That's young as fuck, dude. I remember the first time I ever had cottage cheese. And then being like, oh, it's cheese. No, it's fucking not. It's like rotten milk. What the fuck? Provel? You mean provolone? Or is Provel a different thing? Damn. Provel. I'm literally not familiar. I feel like an asshole. Provel cheese. Shit. My bad. Provel is a unique processed cheese blend of cheddar, Swiss, and provolone, famous in St. Louis, Missouri. Known for its exceptionally low melting point, creamy texture, and smoky flavor, making it the signature topping for St. Louis style pizza and a staple in local dishes like cheese soup. Good old Google. I like it. Cave aged always. But yeah, dude, I like almost all cheese, less cottage. Uh some of the dank ones are weird. Yeah, it does sound good as fuck. Some of the dank ones are weird. Like I'm not super big on blue cheese, but I've had some I didn't mind, depending on whether it was like raw on crackers or with a dish, which really matters how you eat it. I've had blue cheddar, which is really good. Gorgonzola is really good in fucking light on certain things. I definitely have my limits. I don't like soft cheeses. Brie is fucking sweet cheeses are fucking gross. I'm not into that. Jesse, what up, doe? Dude, aged Gruyere, Robin. I'm into some Gruyere, dude. Fucking that shit is banging. Yes, I'd be into that. Yeah, stinky foot cheese, banging. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, but some things just taste like they're fucking like rotten in the way they're going to kill you, and I don't like that. But like really good Romano smells like rotten feet or armpits, but it's so good on an Italian pizza. You know what I mean? Yeah, the mold thing freaks me out too. So I'm not big on blue cheese. I've had some blue cheddar that I liked, and that mostly helped because the flavor was a little different. Feel me? Uh, but yeah, the mold thing definitely freaks me out. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Lemberger. I don't really know shit about that. Yeah, some of that, like the softer cheeses, I'm not into. Softer cheeses, whether they're sweet or sour, soft cheeses are weird to me, man. Uh, yeah, those are weird. I want hard, weird with sharp ass dank crystals fucking in them cheese, like like aged white cheddar and all that shit, or like aged Gouda with the little like crystals in it. So fucking goddamn good. Like fucking 5, 8 year old fucking aged Gouda. So fucking good. Aged Gouda is fucking my jam. Shit. Better a little pull. Robin, green onion? Fuck no, dude. Hell fucking no. Are you trying to like invoke the rage out of me? No, dude, that's like adding chives to a baked potato. Green onion can fucking get fucked forever and ever and ever. I don't know, goddamn fucking onion in my burger patty. Bro. Bruv. Brother. Hell fuck no. Shit. I ain't missing out on a goddamn thing. Trying to fuck my burger up? Ugh. All burgers need is a little fucking garlic, a little onion, whether it's cooked with onion or onion powder. Either way is fine. Lots of black pepper and salt. That's all you fucking need. Hell no. Green onion. Ugh. I don't be eating like vegetables like that. That don't mean you're in charge. That just means you're like in the special ed classes, homie. That just means you're like, oh, look at her. She's eating foods that are weird and gross, dipped in weird shit. No, dude, that is not a flex. I would not try to flex that, bro. Definitely not in charge if you're eating that shit. Nope. Robin, are you Hawaiian style? What are you talking about? If you're talking about pizza, you might be dead to me. I don't eat pineapple at all. That shit is disgusting. I mean, yeah, you can be the leader, which makes you the king, or whatever you like. But damn. Cicero, ketchup is a detriment to mankind and should be de-invented. It's like sugar and fucking vinegar. It's fucking gross. I have strong feelings about food, people. That's what I'm saying. It's a vile substance, and no one should fucking adhere to such programming, is what I'm saying. Apparently. I mean, I got a strong stance on, well, pretty much fucking everything, if you haven't noticed. Hence the pirate video. I don't know if you can handle how I really feel. That is not PC nor YouTube approved. It's going to have to be in like the autobiography or something. That's the problem. Like the line I play, I want to make money and not lose business, but goddamn. The craft and realm I am in. If you ain't choking, you ain't smoking. But the realms I'm in now that I've found myself in this craft. Most I don't align with. Cicero, you ain't wrong. T-Rex, that's so funny. So I got this fucking customer, and She's been trying to convince me to do a OnlyFans knife thing for fucking ever, which is hilarious that you brought that up. Spicy subs, that's what I'm talking about. If you cross them, they will burst. I mean, I have those skills as well, my friend, but I didn't know what I was getting into. All right. I come from the tattoo world. Feel me? I didn't know what I was getting into with this knife thing. You know, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make knives and sell them. I'm gonna be with fellow weirdos. But no, the knife world in general, on a national level, feel me, it's more akin to the gun community. And the gun community is well, you know, it's not all bad, but it's very white and very one-sided most of the time. Uh and the knife community is very much the same. And I've struggled in these areas. But how knives? What was the diversion of the path? The diversion of the path was so I've carried knives since I was a kid. Long story short, you know, typical knife maker. Oh, I always had knives, blah, blah, blah. However, my parents, they like knives, so they always are down with shit. I carried knives. I had some Benchmates in my 20s when I had tattoo money. You know, I went and bought a 940 and a 580, the rescue one, and a Barrage, no, that was a 980. The Barrage was 580. About that, lost all those motherfuckers since. But Cicero, how knives? I've talked about this on past interviews. However, I was taking my homeboy some weed, fellow tattoo artist. I was taking him some weed, and right before I left, when we were hanging out, he was like, "Oh, I just got flown out to California to tattoo some hockey players, and they knew a dude who wanted to get tattooed, who's a knife maker, and he tattooed that dude as well. And that dude was Derek Lee. He's out of California. I don't think he does much anymore on knife making. However, before I started making knives, I was following this dude because he was making knives, and then he ended up making folders. I ended up making folders. Blah blah blah. When I was dropping off fucking weed to my homie, before I left, he was like, "Oh, Donnie, you like knives? Check out this knife I got from this knife maker in California when I was out tattooing these hockey players." And it was like a little fixed blade. It was like 5 or 4 inches overall, like a little mini fucking fixed blade, you know, like a little 2-finger jobby. You feel me? Hit some like multi-piece handles, like blue and black G10. You know, it was like blue and blue with like a little black fucking spacer, you know, but like in the handle. And he handed it to me, and I was looking at it and shit, and I was like, I can make that motherfucker. Well, no, I mean I couldn't. You know, it took me like a year or two to fucking figure out what the fuck I was doing. But that was the turning point. And then so I started doing this hobby. You know, I just like started learning how to make knives. I bought my first knife making tool was a kiln, my heat treating oven. You know, and I was like just hand filing blades for a couple months, and then I bought my grinder or whatever. But the turning point was that seeing that handmade knife and being like, oh, I can make that. Damn, I had another point, and I started reading the chat. Fuck. Oh, and then the pandemic hit, and then my shop closed because of the pandemic for like the shop was technically closed for almost 2 years. But I could have gone back in there at that point. But once it closed, I had a small nest egg saved up, you know what I mean, from tattooing, but not much the way I live. And Ernie was like, dude, why don't you just, he was like, you hate tattooing. He was like, why don't you just start selling knives? And I was like, okay, maybe I'll think about that. But then like Ernie bullied me into like making it a real thing. So Ernie and the pandemic was the true diversion. Honestly, I thought I'd pretty much live out my life at the tattoo shop at one point. And then I learned this as a hobby, and Ernie kind of bullied me into doing it full time. And I did hate tattooing, man. As a fundamental thing, as far as the way my shop was ran and what I did for a living, I didn't do it on my own. I worked at a shop. It sucked ass. I hate touching strangers. I hated the material I did. It sucked. So when Ernie like put that into my brain, I was like, oh shit, maybe I can make that work. And I still haven't made it work officially to the extent of a full-time with no assistance living. But I am getting close. Thanks to y'all. Which my gratitude has no bounds because tattooing was fucking disgusting. I was fucking done with it. Grateful. I need to. Actually, I got a couple homies I need to finish some shit up on. And my skills don't dwindle. It's like riding a bike, bro. Don't worry about that. When my back shit out on me when I was like 27, 28, dude, I barely tattooed for like almost a year. And I was right back in it. You know what I mean? Tattooing don't really leave you once you're in it. But I do want to do more tattoos going in the future. However, not a living, Robin, don't even get me actually started on the gun community. It's disgusting. Cicero, I mean, dude, it's been a while since I've seen him physically. But yeah, he's making fixies and he's making some folders for a little while. He's a nice dude. I don't fucking know. I don't remember what he looks like. But yeah, definitely Cali. Robin, nice. Yeah, I don't think he's been super active, man. I don't even know if he like. Yeah, he definitely is pierced and shit. But I think he kind of, I don't know, stopped making or doesn't do it much. He never did it as a living, you know what I mean? But I've tried to reach out to him. I haven't heard nothing back from him. Knife, pry bar, and tattoo combo. Fuck, dude. Maybe, dude. I mean, shit. I got machines. I ain't got no fucking needles or ink, though, man. Well, I have needles, but I don't have an autoclave to, because they're like expired now. They were gas sterilized, but now they're old. I have like a fucking box of like probably fucking 8 to 10,000 fucking needles that are expired. But if I had an autoclave, I could just re-sterilize them. But yeah, I have no tubes. I got no needles, and I got no pigment. I got all the machines I built. They're ready to run. I mean, it does sound like Derek. So yeah, Robin got on it quick. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I haven't tattooed in a while. I ain't trying to do no dumb shit. But, a little old school something or some fucking my little ghost, I could be convinced, is what I'm saying. You have no idea. Are you the ghost in the machine, Robin? I haven't braided in a while, but I can do the hot comb. Sorry, I had to tune in for some shit talking here for a second. You got to have the fuel. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like if I had fucking like one of those fancy wands, the new whatever you want to call it, rotary tattoo, the rotary tattoo machines and shit. It'd be way easier to do it on a fucking whim. But I never got into that. I got old school machine. I need tubes. I need needles. I need pigment. You know. What else is going on? Shit, I wish I had an airport fucking gig. Be fucking loaded, ripping people off. Airports are trash. Well, shit. What else is up? Keep me entertained or I'm going fucking to sleep. I have no agenda here, in case y'all didn't realize. I don't know what we have talked about up until then, like for a fucking hour. The fuck is happening? Man, I got nothing cool to talk about. I hologround a fucking Tonto Ripley tonight. Oh, there you go, Robin. Jesse, I feel you. So I ground the Tonto tip, like separately, and then I was gonna like do a hollow, for the main flat or whatever, and then I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I ended up grinding it hollow all the way to the tip, and part of the Tonto tip got a little spicy, feel me, like real thin, all like papery and like. So finish out the grind. I'm just gonna put it on the sharpener and see how the edge goes. And if that goes all right, I'll keep it rolling. Otherwise, I might have fucked up that whole blade. Robin, I saw that. That's tight. T-Rex, see you in a few. That was super fun with a little like spring in it and shit. You know what I mean? That was fun. Oh, Cicero. Standard? No. But I just figured I've done 2 Tonto Ripleys in the past, so I was like, fuck it, I'll try to fucking hologram this one. And I don't know. I might be able to salvage it. If I can, I'll put it up with said regards to being a noob on the grinding. And if people like it, cool. If not, I'll just make a new blade for it. Grateful. I don't know what you mean to the spin, but Paul Mills Predator is fully hologrammed. Oh, to the spine, like all the way up. Grateful for the equipment I have. Doing a hologram that tall would be extremely taxing. So I only have, what is it, a 6 or an 8-inch wheel? I can't remember. Either way, one or the other. So when I do a grind that is technically taller, I hate this fucking camera. Oh shit, did it again. Technically taller than what the diameter of the wheel should allow. Uh, you can kind of roll it up and down and make it work. You know what I mean? And keep it even and keep it smooth. But doing it that tall with the wheel I have might be a pain in the ass. That's a lot, Cicero. Merceau, I sure can for you, buddy. I sure can. One Moon, what up? No, dude, I went live because we got done fucking watching some telly and, anti-cool and all, so I had to go live. Yeah, I know I'm familiar with Freeman Designs and shit. I just can't pull it out of my brain right now. Oh, Merceau, I totally would, though, if you want me to sharpen it, bro. You know, you've done me right. I'll take care of you, buddy. Now we can party. That's right. I mean, I've been partying. Shit. 73 knives. Gosh, dang. I only had like a total of like maybe 20 knives, bruh. That's fucking crazy. It's fucking wild. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, what is your favorite this year, Cicero? The stout. No shit. All right. All right. You had a hard time picking snacks. What kind of fucking selections you got, lady? Damn. Now I feel you, Cicero. I just ended up with another plate of different shit. Oh man, how do I back up on a vertical? Sorry, I just heard my name, so I was like wigging out. My bad. Dude, grateful. It's been like almost 10 years since I fucking filled in this rose. Damn. I feel you though. Chips, pepperoni, cucumbers, raspberries, dip. The fuck is wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Chips, pepperoni, cucumbers, raspberries, dip. Is this some like British Columbia shit? Like, what the fuck? First of all, cucumbers, fuck no. Raspberries are awesome. Pepperonis are good. Chips, I'll be getting down with chips. Crackers are okay. Chips, fuck no. Send it to your instant. Don't hate. Oh, I will yuck anybody's yum. I don't know if you've met me yet. Hello, my name's fucking Donnie. I will yuck your yum all day long. That's my gig. That's like my whole demeanor. I will yuck your yum. Give me my most. What the fuck is happening? This photo can only be replayed once. Use the mobile app to view. I can't even use my fucking laptop to see the goddamn pic. That's Prego food. I mean, no diss T-Rex, but you are like that lady from the fucking movie I brought up because you mentioned having like 90,000 kids. The Witches of Eastwick. Damn. Granted, I come from I have 6 siblings. Messages. View photo. That is a ridiculous spread, let me tell you. Can I show this? Look at the spread. That is a fucking ridiculous spread, yo. So silly. No more of that noise. Cicero. So, Ernie, my bro that lives with me, y'all met him, Big Ern. Somehow, in this life, my brother, Ernie, and my fucking mother had never seen The Witches of Eastwick until the other night, like it was like 2-3 nights ago. We watched that movie. They had never seen it. What? So goddamn good. Damn. No, T-Rex, I get you. Fucking Instagram's done with that shit. The photos. You did a trade with Dave's wife? That's spicy. You just be trading it all off, don't you, there, Merso? No, I'm glad Tomas has my knife. He loves it. I talked to him about it. It's awesome. I'm about to make him a pry bar. He ordered a pry bar from me. So I'll be doing that. That'll be fun. What the fuck? Yeah. I ain't got shit. Probably smoke the cigarette and peace out. I had no plans to go live tonight. I just figured I would in spite. Cicero, that's fucking outrageous. That's fucking. How do you live life without knowing these things? You know what I mean? Like, where are the white women at? Feel me? Life of Brian, fuck yeah. Education, extremely. I mean, T-Rex, obviously. Jonesing. No, it's just being a dickhead for no reason for anyone that knows that knows. Bright side of life, Robin. Hold on. No, I'm definitely like, a little more downer than that. I'm definitely the glass half empty. Life is shit. Oh shit, The Last Boy Scout, my favorite shit. I don't know why you bring that up. You were just talking shit on me for liking it. God, you're an asshole. I love you. You are so silly. Kitty, stop making noise or I will eat you. Very stringy, but I'm just chilling. I'm gonna get my hands on a cut coconut. I'm riding my horse. Grateful. The fucking Texas road trip is gonna be just insane. It's gonna be insane. That sounds wild, Marcel. Send me a pic. Yeah, dude. This fucking Texas road trip is gonna be silly as fuck. Grateful. I am super looking forward. I haven't gone on a road trip like a gaggle of friends. Feel me? For a long time, and especially like friends that I'm only like recently friends with, and I've only barely met in person, but I do like vibe with all. This road trip is going to be fucking nasty. Well, no, I know you won't be. Oh shit, you're not going to be riding with us. Damn. But you're going to be staying at the spot with us, right? Well, yeah, gaggle. Yeah, yeah. I like cool words. I know you're going to be riding with us, but you're going to be staying with us, right? Like you're going to be hanging out at this chill spot, right? Uh, yeah. I know. I'm gonna be riding down with like Dank and a couple other people. But the chill spot is gonna be where the party's at. Yeah, travel is, but also like staying in a spot with other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good time. Or I'm gonna fight everybody in the fucking house. I don't fucking know. Sever, bro. I don't know if you need to smoke more or less weed. But like, kinda yes and no at the same time. I feel you. That's like, were you raised Catholic? Do you have a confirmation name? Because like I do, and that's like some Catholic ass shit right there, bro. Like straight up, that's like Catholicism 101. That's right, grateful. You can only be happy if you suffer. Mercer knows what I'm talking about. Late night thoughts is all. I feel you, man. That's called PTSD, bro. Uh, or Depression 101. Fucking A. Which is, well, because of said PTSD from said upbringing. Yeah, I mean, I do believe that, Cicero. You got to lose to win in almost every case, as far as succeeding goes. You got to lose a little bit to win. Uh, but y'all are too. Y'all start breaking out crystals. I'm closing this down fast. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Church? How you doing, man? That's right, Cicero. Who the fuck's white baby is this? That's what I'm saying. Not mine. Oh shit. That's pretty good. Happiness is an updated tracking number. That ain't no shit. In our realms, for sure. Yes. Future first world problems. I'm just trying to get high and eat food with my family for life. Fuck money. Unfortunately, gotta have it. It is stupid. Seen it go from your city top to I don't know what the fuck that means. Henry, what up, dude? Well, yeah, he has the good credit of course. Robin, that's called anarchism, anarchy. That's what I truly believe in. But that doesn't work because we as a species, well, I mean, we're evil, fucking shitty cunts. Uh, but in theory, anarchism is the fucking way. It just doesn't actually work because we suck as people. I mean, that's basically how T-Rex. That is basically how I have lived my entire life. As long as I can eat and like party the way I want, nothing else really matters, man. Feed my family, feed my friends. You know what I mean? Uh, the fuck else do I want? Nothing. It's literally all I want. I just want to get high and have food with my family forever and ever. That's all I want to do. Making art is fun, but like, all I really want to do is eat food and get high with my family. You know, I don't believe life has a purpose. I just believe we're just animals and we created a society, which is weird, but like, I don't believe in any higher purpose. I just feel like we're here to like learn, grow, and well, eat and get high with your family. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Cicero, I fully agree and understand and concur with said statement. In its idealism, it's perfect, but it cannot work due to our nature. It's season. Start thieving. Yeah, of course, always theft. Theft from the right sources, though. That's the key. Order akin to what we had would come to cast. I'm telling you, man. Like, I mean, we were fine before modern society. It was primitive. It was different. We were better off. Now, granted, I mean, this is easy to say knowing history. I'm not talking about like I'm trying to live that life. However, I do await the great EMP slash other things, reverting us to papyrus. I'll be fucking all right. I'm not saying life's not going to suck. I'm not saying I'm not going to lose friends and family in the process, but I'm fucking down. Kill the machine, man. Kill the fucking machine. Again, apocalyptic thoughts. Always horrifying. Always a loss of life, loss of family. However, dude, it would be way better for a reset. Obviously, I await we call it a global killer. If y'all have seen Armageddon, yeah, dude, asteroid, kill us fucking all. That's really the way to reset. Fuck us all to death forever and ever. There's really no need for humans. Feel me? I mean, if we all died simultaneously in a flashbang, no one's gonna give a shit or care because we're gonna be fucking dead fast. So really, the global killer is where I'm at. Obviously, the MP, that's fun thought of apocalyptic living, but I'd rather us all just get like burned to death real fucking fast. Cicero, exactly, dude. Yeah, idiocracy is like projection for sure. Sever, I've thought about this. I just haven't ever come to a mental conclusion on what I want to do with what I do going forward. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I really don't. I like making art. I love what I'm doing. I love that anyone semi appreciates what the fuck I'm doing. But I really have no idea what I want to do going forward. There's so many possibilities or options. I just don't know what the fuck I want to do. So I'm just going to keep making shit for a little while and laying low and kind of figuring that shit out. I am working on getting some shit put into CAD, because I don't do that. I hand draw everything. But I am having a homie put that shit into CAD, so I have exact designs going forward, which will help me with getting stuff water jetted or wire EDM'd, and or if I design something, I want to go the fucking designer route and sell some designs, I can do that. I am working on all those aspects, but at the same time, right now, I am currently just focusing on just working, man, figuring out my craft, learning my shit. You know what I mean? I still feel like a noob in this. I've only been selling folders for 2 years. I've only felt confident enough to sell them for 2 years, so I feel like I am very young and inexperienced in said form. Not that I don't feel confident in the fact that my shit is good, but I feel like I will grow and continue to progress, is what I'm saying. And figure out what I want to do as far as the whole business goes. You know what I mean? It's good to know they reimburse you, man. But you know what I mean? I'm like still figuring out how to make this business. I come from an industry where I never had to. I didn't have to do a goddamn fucking thing other than like put in work. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have to promote. I didn't have to take fucking pictures. I didn't have to make posts online. I didn't even have posts online when I tattooed. You know what I mean? I just fucking worked. And because of our name, our reputation, and our work quality, I didn't have to self promote or make it a business. I just went to work and made money. But now I have to still make money, but I also have to like make it a business, which is a different fucking aspect. And I'm still learning all that shit. I have no idea what I'm doing going forward. Obviously, I have my books. Obviously, I need to make stuff in between said book spots. And aside from that, I have fucking no idea at all what the fuck is happening, or how I want to go about it. Many ways to go about it, but I want to go about it in a way that sustains me as far as living the way I want to live, which is pretty fucking meager compared to most people. I mean, we like food and weed. But also not conforming to certain things and still keeping my, core shit going. Feel me? And I'm working on that. And because of the craft and or realm I'm in, it's a different thing, dude. Tattooing is tattooing. That's like its own Wild West, gnarly, degenerate thing. Feel me? The tattoo world is a little more old white blood, normalized swap meet shit. And if you're a little too radical, you're gonna get the black book. Feel me? Like you are getting fucking excommunicated. So I feel like there's a line I have to play until I can like actually fucking Yeah, not fucking hold back. T-Rex, it does in a way. It's also daunting in ways, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not quite fully established, feel me? It's it is good though. Uh 3D printed Ripley again. Oh, dude, it's downstairs. Give me 1 sec. Let me run down and grab it. It's just in the shop. Holy shit, I'm back. Sorry. What up? Marcel, I do not fart. I fluff. Thank you. Thank you. the underground is where I live, homie. Shit. Oh, let me do this thing that always does it to me on purpose. There we go. It said 3D printed Ripley. I don't have like the stops all done, so it's a little derpy, if you will. But yeah, all this is full to spec, other than like like bevels and chamfers and all that shit. Yeah, I'm thinking about like making a set of them and send them out. You can give them to your kids or fucking hang them on yourself. I don't fucking know. For like cheap, like nothing crazy. But Ernie prints them, so yeah. Oh shit, Acid, what up, dude? How you doing tonight, man? I didn't see you snuck in. But yeah, I'm thinking about like printing out some and like fucking, I don't know. You got to pay Ernie for his time and print. Basically, I'm not trying to make money on them or anything. Like that's fucking stupid. But they're fun, and I'll put like plastic or metal pins in it, so if you like separate it or like pull it apart, it's gonna fall apart. I'm not putting real hardware in it, this shit. But I am thinking about making some if anybody wants some, you know what I mean? Because they're silly. As it is cool as hell because this is the first time I've had actual true measurements for all of my shit. Feel me? Like, so I've always hand drawn my designs, you know what I mean? But I've never actually had like real measurements for it. So now I can just be like, so right now I only have like a 2D CAD thing going on. So Ernie just like added the thickness and printed said 2D profile. Feel me? But now that we have this going on, we are going to extend it and do a separate full 3D rendering where it's got all its bevels and chamfers and all that shit. Because that way, now I will never send this. I will never send the Ripley to any fucking spot to get OEM'd. You know what I mean? I will never do that. However, learning, having a dialogue with someone who's doing the CAD work and all, and I'm personally slowly working on the CAD work. That will enable me to design for possibly production shit. But really, I really only want to get shit made here, man. I want to get shit made by either fucking Hypercut or fucking Steingraber. Feel me? As far as a pseudo production mid-tech thing, we're like everything's to exact size spec, and I'm just doing like all the beveling, all the fucking aesthetic work, feel me, like that. I would love to be able to do that. That would be sweet, and be able to do it here. Nice acid, thank you, dude. This is imposter stuff right out. I don't think you, dude. I don't think you understand me, bro. I live that life. I know. I just know too much, and my brain. It don't matter that I know too much. I'm still fucked. Feel me? Imposter syndrome is a real fucking thing, and it is fucking stupid saying that, knowing that you know about it. Feel me? You got the syndrome. What is this bullshit? I swear to God, they only fucking fill these things like half up. Grateful. I'm telling you, like, so really the only people I can think about that I would have OEM me parts, and by OEM I mean like OEM, like straight up fucking CNC machine the shit, to where I am literally, I could bolt it together and it would work, but there would be no chamfers, no blade beveling. You know what I mean? Like basically fully finished parts that I only need to do aesthetics on and overall shape, as far as chamfering the fucking frames, beveling the blade. Obviously, I'm going to hand grind my fucking blades because that's what I fucking do. But being able to get like parts and the whole blade, the whole fucking clip cut out and shit, dude, I fucking hate making clips. It sucks ass. Obviously, for fucking one-off customs, not a big deal. But if I want to make 10 or 20 even fucking PJs, making clips is the bane of my existence. Feel me? So being able to do like a mid-tech thing to where I can take it down from the fucking custom price, feel me, but still be able to make my own shit in a way, like, I don't know. That sounds cool to me. Cicero, I really do appreciate you, man. Obviously, I mean, the One Moon is my fucking love child, or the One Moon. I just literally was like reading the shit. My Ripley is my love child. One Moon, you're my love child, bro. Anyway, my Ripley is my love child, and I literally only designed other knives after this because I honestly didn't think this would take. Like straight up 100 fucking %. I had no idea that anyone would really buy this. I expect to sell maybe like fucking 2 or 3 of these motherfuckers, and then it would only be on to my other smaller and or more normal designs. Feel me? All right, T-Rex, we'll catch you tomorrow night, lady. Tune in for the sesh, y'all. Anyway, I literally had no idea it would be actually the most popular. And by my books, it still is numbers wise, you know, like I have plenty on the books of other models, but the Ripley has still outweighed everything else. And I do take into account, I consider the Newt and the Mini Ripley, like they're all the same thing because they're all the same design. Sure, this one's a lot bigger than the rest of them, but as far as length, same design though. And I really wasn't expecting that design to be the one that took lead. It was the one I wanted to make, but I designed other things because I expected that one not to sell. In fact, I only designed the Vapor because I thought it was a more normal looking knife, and that has been the one I've sold the least of out of everything, which is fucking hilarious to me. Despite it being the 2 first customs I sold was my Vapor, it has still been the least selling of all my models. So it's a weird thing, man. You know, I can draw 1,000 different things. That don't mean people are gonna fucking buy it. Force V2, nice. Dude, I want his Hadros real bad. And honestly, I just want him to send me a Hadros and let me like custom make both me and him like frame lock models of it, of my own creation, but the exact same knife, feel me? Just a frame lock. That's what I really want. If he made a frame lock himself, I would want that, but he doesn't. So I'd rather get one of his productions, make 2 customs, give him one, and keep one. Feel me? I would love to do that. Sister, I do appreciate you, man. I mean, I fucking love my Ripley, man. But I always thought it was like a weird fucking, you know, profile that most people want to get behind. You know what I mean? Turns out people have gotten behind it a little bit, including yourself, which I fucking love. You know, that's why I do this. I mean, I just make art that happens to be physical and functional now, rather than drawing cartoons on people. Acid, nice, dude. I love the design. Me and Mallory have talked about it, and other people in the comments have talked about how his Hadros design, me and him have a kind of like similar design theory from that knife to his. You know what I mean? And it's fucking rad. And I want one. I would just rather have a fucking like custom frame lock. That'd be nice. But that dude has publicly talked about transitioning into the hand making world. And if you will listen and take any advice from me, not that I know shit, y'all. I mean, I'm still fresh in this shit, but dude, my knowledge is free. And if this motherfucker will build some shit by hand anytime soon and will like let me help him on that journey, I'm fucking down. I've been trying to get fucking Brian to build a knife by hand for fucking 5 years leading up to this goddamn CNC he bought. He's been a fucking pansy about it. Don't get me wrong. I love Brian to death. That's my boy. But I'm saying, like, I am down to help anyone that wants to build a folder by hand, like help, like build it, dude. Like, I didn't know shit about shit. I never owned a custom folder until I made one. I'm just down. You know, I'm down for the fucking cause. You know what I mean? Cicero, you want me to like start shit talking this late? God damn. Ready for a hot take? Trying to get me canceled? Now, I'm not going to specifically speak on content creators, feel me? I'll speak on a couple aspects of making a knife as far as design goes. You can do this shit where you draw a shape, right? Like, oh, I drew a knife. I designed a knife. You design the profile of a knife, which is cool. Has warrant. Hold on. Oh, it's stuck in the cords. I hate cords. The bane of my existence. I fucking hate them. Fuck. This is a bad example because it doesn't have an internal stop pin, so it's not as cool. But if you don't design how the knife works and locks up, all you did was draw a profile of a knife. You didn't design a folding knife. You drew the profile of a knife. And that's as deep as it fucking goes. To get that knife to be a knife, you paid someone to do everything else that fucking matters. There's nothing wrong with that. It depends on the wordage, bruh. You feel me? This is a so-and-so designed knife, or I designed this knife. Did you, though? Or did you, like, scribble something on a napkin? Again, acid. This is me being loose and, like, overall. You know what I mean? I'm not talking shit here. But I'm saying there's a difference between understanding and being able to fully design all of the geometry of a knife versus just an aesthetic profile. Feel me? Now, as far as art and design is concerned, I feel no difference. But as far as I designed a working knife, if you don't know how the geometry, if you didn't make the geometry work with the pivot, lock up, stop pin, all that, all you did was draw a profile design, which again is fine, but I feel there needs to be a differentiation. Yeah, acid. I mean, I assumed you knew what I was getting at. Again, like I have no qualms with different design, different aspects of design. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. It's all about like people who make knives or people who have knives made and say they designed them. I'm generally 50-50 on believing most of that. Like, did you design it or did you draw a profile? Did you make it work or were you like, I think this shape looks cool? And I know that is oversimplifying and sounds fucked up. But I'm talking about the people who take credit for the shit that they didn't actually make work. If you are a person who does an aesthetic profile design and then asks and or has someone to do every other aspect to make it a real knife and you are open about that, I 100% fucking support you. But I'm talking about the people who are like, I designed this fucking knife. and never talk about the dude that actually did the fucking work for you. That's what I'm talking about. If you do not give credit to the motherfucker who actually made this motherfucker work for you and now it is a thing, you can fucking eat a dick to death. You know what I mean? And this happens often, which is why I'm speaking passionately about it. A lot of people want to claim shit, but then never really. And that's fine. You can have your name on the goddamn model, even. I don't mind that, even. But you gotta goddamn give credit where credit is due. And if you're not giving credit to the person who came up with the geometry and everything that made that knife work, despite your shitty fucking or shitty or intricate, that's what I'm talking about, napkin drawing. If you don't know how the geometry works, you don't know how to make a knife. You can design a profile of a knife all day long, but if you don't know how to do the other part of it, you can't make the whole thing work. Feel me? And I feel there is a differentiation. And I might be sounding like a total prick right now, but I don't care. They're two different fucking things. Yeah, Acid, I'm not like coming at you, bro. I'm speaking of broad assessments and or maybe personal things I've seen and witnessed and heard, but want to be vague about it. But I mean, I used to draw knives a lot when I was younger, but I never knew how they worked. You know what I mean? And like when I figured out how they worked, it's a different fucking thing. You need that geometry and a few other things to make it a knife. Otherwise, you're just like drawing a knife. Feel me? And my whole thing about this is like people giving credit where credit is due, and a lot of designers do not. A lot of designers draw cool potential aspects of knives. They draw cool profiles. That's what I'm talking about. They draw awesome profiles. Cool open, cool shut, cool clip. Feel me? Cool contouring, cool chamfering, what the fuck ever, right? But this whole thing right here, most of them know what the fuck is going on right there. And if you don't know what the fuck is going on right here, you're designing a knife profile. You are not designing a fucking working knife. I mean, that's not talking shit. That is literally physical happenings. You can draw this all day long. But if you don't know how this shit works right here and interacts with this shit right here, then you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Which means you don't know how to build a knife. Which means you don't know how to design a working knife. So if you don't know how to do this shit, you are not designing a working knife. You are designing a profile of a knife. And I'll stand on that. And it's not even like that's literally like physical relevance. I used to be able to draw knives all the time. None of them fucking worked in my later years. I've gone back to my old fucking sketches and that shit don't fucking work. I was like, holy shit. This is noob. You know what I mean? Like going back to that, like, how the fuck could that possibly work as a folding knife? But now that I know, you know what I mean? Like, there is a separation there. Cicero. Internal workings. And that's what I'm getting at, Grateful. Cicero. So coming from the tattoo background, I learned how to design. I learned how to draw. Before tattooing, when I was younger, I was involved in things. I built stuff out of wood. I was involved in ceramics. I used to build fucking skate rails. I could work on my car, build random small parts for my car if I needed. You know what I mean? Like small fab work if I had to. Um, so I always had like a mechanical, physical brain. Um, and I've always carried a knife. And then through the tattooing, when I was talking about Derek Lee earlier, and that's when I decided to try to start building knives. And at the same time, I was following other people back then, Rainy Day Knives, Gavco, Bergs, some of the old Cobalt Customs, some of the first ones I ever followed, before I'd ever even, I've never owned a fucking custom folding knife like that before I ever even thought about making them. But I started following those dudes when I was learning how to make fixed blades. And it was all the same shit to me, man. You got to do a little bit more work, and you dig a little deeper or get a little more specific. But physical mechanics in that sense always made sense in my brain. And because I was tattooing, I learned how to, going back to the tattooing and how I got to there. Before tattooing, when I was younger, I was never the kid that drew. Sure, I'd done like some sketches of some shit, 3D objects, random fantasy car ideas, shit like that. But I was never really the kid that sat around and drew shit. Like that wasn't my gig. I didn't have like notebooks full of fucking pictures or shit. But when I got into the tattoo shop, I learned to pierce. So I was doing piercings. I did that for the first 8-10 years. And then because I was around it and the lifestyle, I wanted more money. And so I asked Eric to teach me to tattoo because I knew you could learn to tattoo without knowing anything from the lore of growing up in the shop. And so I learned to draw physically on paper because I wanted to learn how to tattoo. So the way I draw, because I learned the way I did, and I was never that kind of person. When I do a drawing for a tattoo, despite its subject matter, I build a drawing. I will do super simple aspects and then like add to those aspects and overlay it until I get to this copacetic thing. Feel me? So I learned how to draw by building a drawing, like you would build a car. Feel me? Or whatever else. And then towards my later years of tattooing, when I decided to learn knife making as a hobby, and then I decided to like start drawing folding knives and shit, I had the skills to build the drawing. I had the equipment and the means and the time, downtime at the tattoo shop, copier, internet, light box, all that shit, you know what I mean? And I would just, in my downtime, just draw random designs that I've never actualized, you know what I mean? Like, I got several of them in my room. And that's where that came from, man. I had the means to do the design work in my downtime when I was at the tattoo shop, and I just figured it out. Man, I don't know how long I've been rambling. Or actually, I think it's only been like 4 or 5 minutes. Time feels weird. I like turtles. But yeah, that's where the engineering came from, man. I learned. Oh, and the true this shit. Some dude, the website is actually down. He sent me his personal files before permanently deleting the website. But it was some old timer that I had come across, and he had basically like a super only pictorial, no video or nothing like that, and a lot of words. Kind of run through on how to make a frame lock / liner lock folder. But specifically, I mean, he had the whole process down, the whole handle and all that. But specifically how to do this work right here. And it starts with a fucking coin and an L shape. And then you build it off of there. And then you make your blade. And then you put your handle around it and blah, blah, blah. And that is how I learned the geometry of this motherfucker. And once you learn this, once you learn how this interacts with the lock bar and your stop pin, once you truly understand like this whole fucking thing, all you have to do, I was trying to explain this to Loot the other night when we were live. That's all you need. You can design damn near every fucking knife shape on the planet around just that. Feel me? This is all you need. You just need enough in front of it and enough in back of it to house whatever's in front here. Feel me? It is, once you learn it, it's the dumbest fucking thing ever. It's so simple. Kevin, that's awesome. Just tell him not to get cocky and keep learning. I wasn't that kid, and I learned. I tattooed out of the, want for money, obviously at the time due to my lifestyle, but the way I was raised in the tattoo community and the time, I had a true respect for the craft. Feel me? So as long as he's like giving it respect and making that cash, fucking tell him to have at it. Cicero, what the fuck do you think I'm doing over here, bud? What do you think I'm doing over here? I'm telling you, man, I like teach you to fucking make a knife in a weekend if you come over here, man. Shit. Hell, he's 44 years old. Kevin, how old are you? God damn. That's the problem with these internet friends, dude. Like, y'all are like, everyone is the same age as me until they tell me different. Feel me? That's how I feel about it. Acid, you talking to me? I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. The only thing that matters in Nebraska. Biggest zoo in the, country. College World Series. Some rich fucking billionaire dude, 54. All right, so you got 13 years on me. You're about like the age of all my mentors I grew up with at the shop. Where you at again, Acid? I'm really weird about tattooing. I'm like an old head, if you will, like an older head than I should be for my age. Feel me? And I got a lot of respect for the history of tattooing, where it came from, what it is, what it became. So I'm a real asshole if you talk to me about tattooing. I sound like some 80-year-old fucking dude talking about tattooing. I'm the wrong person to ask about that shit these days. Wisconsin. All right, tight. I've been to Wisconsin. Definitely like wrote on some shit with a marker there. Hey, K-Sac. Again, my square ass mom, but you're only as old as you fucking act, bro. Like, life is weird. We get old. We might get decrepit and fucking crippled or whatever, but like, ain't no reason to like not have a good time. You know what I mean? What is this bullshit? This is hell. If you want to like put me in like picturesque fucking Catholic hell, Get me down with like a pile of cigarettes. No way to light it. But because I'm a Last Boy Scout fan, be prepared, son. That's my motto. Sweet, sweet nicotine. KSAC, I've definitely drove through there though. So my last ex, she had a homegirl. She moved to Wisconsin, fucking somewhere. I don't fucking know where. But at one point, we drove up there to hang out with her, and we definitely drove through any interaction between fucking Illinois and Wisconsin. Wisconsin was cool. All those fucking people were kind of pussies. My girl was all right, but she adhered to her homies. I wanted to go on this like ferry ride across this fucking lake, and I also wanted to drive around the Great Lake because it like you would cross like 6 or 7 states in like a 4-hour period, and that would have been cool. But they were like, they fucking bitched out and they weren't down. Oh, which game are we talking about, Cicero? I don't know. So many facets. Oh, the knife scene. Knife scene is fucked up. Dude, I've been talking about this last couple lives. I've been getting all drunk and like introspective. How many fucking Benchmade, Spyderco, Kubi, Riot, Concept, all that shit? How many of those get sold in the US a year? A fucking million combined? Right? Probably more, right? There's like 30 people that are semi-relative to our weird niche community, right? Maybe 30 as far as people that go live. A couple top tier motherfuckers that have accumulated heads over the years. A couple makers that actually hang out and have lives and do knife content. And then me, who is like the only dude that actually hangs out for no fucking reason whatsoever that makes fancy knives. Out of the entire fucking country. Name it the dude that makes frame locks at me that fucking hangs out on a regular basis like an asshole for no agenda. Name one. I'm waiting. Out of our entire fucking country. Isn't that fucking weird? This isn't a flex. I don't know why you guys hang out with me at all. I'm saying, what the fuck are these other people doing? What are they doing? Oh, I got a family, I got kids. What the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you talking to your people? Why are people buying your shit if you're not talking to them? I am new to this world, so I'm not familiar. Maybe this is the way of the things, and I am out of line. If I'm out of line, that's fine. I've been out of line before. That's okay. But am I wrong? I don't know. I know, but dude, and Cicero, like, that's the problem. Like, so I fucking literally recently came to this weird realization, feel me? And I was feeling some kind of way about it. So I was talking to my brother, obviously, partner in crime. He's been around y'all as much as I have as far as time, not like actually in it, but you know what I mean. Uh, and I talk to him a lot. But like, dude, what the fuck? It's fucking weird. Like it weirded me out for a minute. So I hit up Fred the Lug. I was like, look, dude, I'm not trying to come at you any kind of way. I know you're a fucking avid collector. You've helped make your own fucking knives with many, many, many custom makers. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, do you know anybody that's like in any form hanging out at all other than like maybe going to one knife show a year as far as presents go in any form? And he was like, nope. And it kind of fucking weirded me out. It still fucking weirds me out. Like, y'all, when I was tattooing, my owner, the owner of the shop, and my mentor who taught me to tattoo, dude, relentless shit giving. Like, damn near like, I thought they were gonna like keep me from making money at one point because I would not put together a portfolio for said self promotion, feel me? Or build a fucking uh Instagram for self promotion. I was like, fuck you guys, that's retarded. We're a street shop. We have plenty of money. We don't need to do that. You know what I mean? I've never like promoted myself, feel me? And I don't fucking do that. I mean, if anything, I fucking ruin business when I go live with you fuckers. In no way have I, in the global sense, promoted business by going fucking live. Feel me? But ain't nobody else go live. Some dudes might have some like YouTube channels where they have like videos or whatever, but like, why am I the only one? Me, I am a fucking jackass. All I do is smoke weed and talk shit. Sure, I make high quality fucking handmade goddamn guts. But, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't nobody. I ain't nobody special. I just make some shit. And I like to hang out with you motherfuckers when I'm getting lit. But why am I the only one out of the goddamn country? I have somebody brought up imposter syndrome earlier. Y'all want to know why I have fucking imposter syndrome? Because I am the only motherfucking maker out of the entire country. Literally, DC has been chiming in. He makes folders. He's coming up. He's got to dial his shit in. He'll be good. But I'm literally the only fucking one. Like, what the fuck is that? Again, not a flex, very confusion because I'm a fucking asshole. Laser Ghost Knives, tell your friends, tell your wives. Oh, this one's broke too? What the fuck is happening? Oh, there we are. Gonna be talking so much, a fucking smoke went out. But you know what I mean? Isn't it weird? I mean, we're a whole country, 50 fucking states of like millions of motherfuckers. And we only got, I know I'm not shit, but there's only 12 people here right now. There was only 40 people in Javon's earlier, despite his following. You know, even when you turn into Rob's, there's only like maybe 150 people in the chat, despite his 30,000 or 40,000 or whatever the fuck it is following. You know what I mean? Like, out of the whole fucking country, I'm still the only fucking degenerate knife maker going live. And that fucking weirds me out. Cicero, I feel you, man. And I've lived my whole life like that. You know what I mean? But like, because I've never been like the internet kid, you know, like Ernie has always been the neckbeard. I've always like, you know, been apprehensive of technology. You know what I mean? I was always that kid. Uh, but now, like, what? It just doesn't make sense to me, dude. And I know I'm not shit, dude. I know I got a lot to learn, and I'm very young in this fucking craft. I'm not some fucking, I'm not Michael Walker or nobody like that. I understand like where I am and where I'm coming from. Uh, but the online presence, the online hanging out, and actually getting a grip on the people who give a fuck about you. Why does no one else care about getting that grip? That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? No, I think that one's just out, homie. I feel you. Thank you. You're one of them. One of one. I don't know about that, but up church. I actually have a fucking love of motorcycles, but I am actually kind of a pussy. I've only rode one, but it was too tall and too powerful for me, and I think it just scared the fuck out of me. But I really do want like a smaller one to fucking rock out on. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, y'all. I was tattooing, and that's like a super. When you're in that lifestyle, sure, it wears you out physically and mentally, but when you're in it, it's like a constant go. Feel me? Like, I mean, as far as like me and my homies, you're doing tattooing, you're fucking getting fucked up, you're eating good food, you're getting lit in whatever fashion you like. Might not be crazy, but you're getting lit. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just so organic and natural because it was street shop. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I grew up, watching people line up to get tattooed, and then sooner or later, I was the one doing the tattoos people lining up for, filming. And now it's just like a weird, different dynamic, and it's fucking crazy to me. I talk about this all the time. I know it's redundant. I'm sorry, but it's just relevant to what I was talking about as far as being like the only dude that hangs out in any of the. Also, not about me, obviously. This is basically my whole point to this whole fucking thing is our weird niche community. Why is there only like 5 to 10 lives out of the whole fucking knife community in the country that are really actually relevant online? You know what I mean? As far as people actually going live and talking to people. Yeah, the knife tube schedule has like 40 things on it. But there's only like 10 or 15 people who go live regularly and talk to people. Feel me? These tri-state, fucking all I can't even name all of them. But you know what I'm talking about. Out of the entire fucking country, we are in such a weird niche thing that it just fucking weirds my brain out. Cicero, I don't know, man. I mean, how old are you? What kind of mosh pit you come from? Was it a real mosh pit or are you like a shoving contest? Because I come from like a hardcore punk background, and we went to shows and punched each other in the face because it made us feel good and watch the show. And now it's like a shoving contest mosh pit, and so I'm from the previous era there. 45. All right, well then you're in it to win it. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I don't know, but that's the thing, man. I don't think about that shit. Like every once in a while, somebody says something about it, yeah, about me being a maker or hanging out or whatever, and I don't know. Like just shortly ago, that shit like sparked something in my brain. I thought about it, and that's what spiraled this whole conversation we're having right now. And I was like, that's fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, why? Why? Out of all the fucking people, why are there not more? And why am I that dude? 1980. Yeah, you the same old age as my older sister. So she's the eldest of the siblings. I'm the second oldest. Tendencies, nice. You know, I don't know if I can actually pinpoint my first mosh pit. Uh, I don't know, man. Been too many shows. No, I don't know if I can pinpoint it. It's probably at my local weird, used to be a welding shop with the ceiling falling in. Hardcore spot, punk spot I used to hang out at. The Cog Factory. There's a short documentary on YouTube. If you search the Cog Factory Omaha, you'll find it. I think it's only like 45 minutes, but you will get an idea of how I was raised because my mom used to drop me off there when I was like 11 or 12, um, probably 5 or 6 nights a week. She'd drop me off at like 5 or 6 p.m. and she'd come pick me up at like 1 in the morning. And that heavily influenced my life. So that, and I think there's a documentary coming out about the Ranch Bowl, which I've talked about before. It's now a Walmart. It was a bowling alley slash venue that I grew up going to see bands at, and I mean, like every band on the fucking planet has come through that fucking place. Omaha was crazy, dude. I-80 being the center section. It was good here when I was growing up for music, man. Tamaz, that's called. Oh man, Ernie had some fucked up term for it the other day, but I call it simping. If you understand that, I ain't giving no money to nobody just because for a fucking icon. Get the fuck out of here. These are people with no lives that need fucking recognition from someone online. I ain't fucking. You don't see me monetizing my motherfucking channel. Get the fuck out of here. You know, and that's one of the things I respect about Dan Kenman. I don't know if any of you watch Dan Kenman. I mean, obviously 15 of you, and you're probably fucking 12 of you watch Dan Kenman. But I fucking love Dan because that dude does not monetize his channel. That dude, now, I like fucking Tri-State a lot. He is actually a good dude. Met him in person. I know he's not a bigot. I know he's not a racist piece of shit. I do like fucking Tri-State. But Tri-State, this is his gig. This is his life. So you got to forgive certain aspects of his begging for money. But Dan does it for the fucking nerdy fucking joy of it. And that is why I fucking love Dan Kenman. That dude is like super hippie punk rock about it. Feel me? That dude spends more time online than I ever have, isn't a maker, and doesn't make money doing it. And entertains all of us for fucking at least 20 hours a fucking week. Feel me? But doesn't make money doing it. Like, that dude just wants to fucking hang out and be a fucking nerd with us. And that is why I fucking love Dan Kenman. The hand that feeds. Nice, dude. Nice. Greg V, what's up, dude? How you living? I haven't talked to you in a little bit, man. Hope you're all right, man. You know me. I'm just fucking. Sometimes you got to hit me up because I don't reach out much because I'm a fucking reclusive asshole. Yeah, dude. Like, acid fucking. Dan's like a dirty hippie without being a hippie. Like, I love Dan. He's fucking awesome. I fucking my biggest thing is because I've come to like fucking Kenman from our interactions. You know, I've gone live with him a couple times. We've talked tons, and I'm always in his chats. Blah blah blah. But Dan despite his especially when he's doing his indoor fucking disc golfing, Dan does try to keep it, pretty neutral, keep it watchable for the overall broad audience that may tune in, feel me? But Dan be drinking some beers, and I know Dan be getting on one, but I haven't seen that, right? Like, my degenerate ass, y'all see me get fucked up on lives all the fucking time. This is no new news. But I've never seen Dan fucked up, nor have I gotten fucked up with Dan. And I feel like me and him are gonna get on one for this fucking Texas trip. I'm looking forward to it. Roofed hard today, and I'm still not sleeping. Dude, I've been sleeping for shit lately. I didn't roof, but dude, I've been sleeping like 3, maybe 4 hours a night for like the last week or so. Yeah, dude, for sure, Cicero. Sit down with a hookah. I bet he does smoke hookah. I can never get into that because I do real drugs, but I do appreciate why people smoke it. I mean, it's just tobacco. But I'm a pothead, so if you're gonna smoke, you're smoking weed rather than tobacco. But I mean, granted, obviously I love the tobacco, cigarettes, cigars, snuff, chew, snooze. I mean, I'm really into all forms of it. But if you're gonna be smoking, you might as well be smoking weed. Also, since we're on the topic, so I hologram this fucking Tonto Ripley, right? I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet or not. I might scrap it. So originally, I did the Tonto first, right? And it had like a nice broad Tonto shape right here, right? And then I was doing the hollow, and I kind of fucked that up. Came too far forward on one end, or on one side. So I kind of had to, match it on both sides. And it got, dude, I mean, work. Goddamn robots. It got, I don't know if you maybe see it right there. It's all like fuzzy. So this basically turned into like, dude, it was like paper thin. Like I was like, you could like blow on it, break like edges off this motherfucker. So I don't know. I'm going to sharpen this and see how it fits in the frame. And if it's okay, I'll finish it out aesthetically and put it up for sale. Otherwise, I'll remake it. I don't know. I've never done a hologram Tonto, and it kind of went awry. I mean, my plunge is pretty good and all, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Damn acid. Cicero, no shit. I've never been diagnosed with anything. I know I could probably name at least 4 things I should be. But I've always been the self-medicating type of person, if you will. In the form of, weed, booze, and other things. But dude, I don't even take fucking. I get a headache. I don't take no aspirin or ibuprofen or nothing like that. Dude, I got the hiccups. Sorry, y'all. I do not take fucking medicine at all. Greg, that's how I tried to do it, and then I fucked it up. I mean, technically, there's nothing wrong with it the way it sits. But I got to sharpen it and see how it looks. Because this got so thin that it was like flaky and like holy on the edges. You know what I mean? Like you could just like brush off steel. acid. So, granted, I mean, y'all watch me live generally. I'm always drinking. And I do drink. I drink a lot. I drink, well, I don't know about a lot, but I drink every night. And I wish I could have the hiccups. The fucking noise. The fucking hiccups physically hurt my brother. Him. Like two of my homies. Anytime they hiccup, they said it physically hurt them. Like it was painful. If hiccups hurt me physically, I probably would have killed myself when I was like 7 years old. Because that's fucking crazy. It's just fucking annoying to me. Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about? Except drink. Yes. Dude, I cannot drink. I can not drink indefinitely. It doesn't bother me. However, if I don't drink, I don't go to sleep. Like I do, but it takes me like 2 hours to fall asleep. Feel me? If I don't drink booze. If I drink booze, I can go to sleep like a semi-regular person. I learned this long ago. So not only is not drinking boring, but then I can't sleep. So I drink beers. And it's fun. But I can't I'm not a day drinker. I can't wake up and drink. I don't drink when it's daylight. That's fucking gross. Makes me feel like shit. I drink 4 to 6 beers a night, tops. But that's enough to go to sleep. Oh, it hurts you, acid? Damn, dude. I do feel bad for y'all, but like, I just can't comprehend it. It's literally just, see, it's literally just annoying to me. It doesn't hurt me. It's just like a pressure and like a tightness, and then it's gone. But Ernie and my homegirl Packer and like a couple other people I know, they're like, no, it was like a sharp pain every time it happened. And I was like, damn, dude, what? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could go on and fucking hiccups pain me. Because, like, they don't go away for a while, man. I mean, how long can you deal with that? Maybe y'all are stronger than me. I don't know. Tamaz, yeah, I mean, blackout drunk is always good for sleeping, but dude, I don't remember the last time I've been blackout drunk, bro. It's been a long fucking time, dude. I've never, even though I used to do it often back in the day, mostly it was because it was in conjunction with other drugs. I never really liked just getting blackout drunk. Like just drinking until you're that fucked up. That's not my jam, dude. I'd rather, drink half a bottle, smoke half an ounce, take some pills, blah blah. Back when I was partying, I was like the mix. You know what I mean? The whole just getting fucking plastered on booze thing was never really my gig, dude. I was like, you gotta have both. You gotta have weed and booze, or you gotta have weed, booze, and whatever pill at the time. Yeah, I was never just like a boozer straight up. Cicero, I mean, yeah, dude, that's why I'm fat. That's why I'm drinking beer. So it's funny. Like we were raised on pop when we were kids, and my whole family's larger. But I quit drinking pop when I was like 16, 17 because it made me feel like shit when I was skateboarding, right? Really had nothing to do with anything else. I just realized that like I didn't feel good skateboarding when I was drinking pop. And I was doing like 10, 12-hour days of skateboarding then. And I quit drinking pop. And I lost like 25 pounds. But randomly, just from not drinking pop. And then my 20s ensued, lots of drug use, blah, blah, getting fucked up. But I was never really a boozer full on. Like booze was always like just part of the equation, you feel me? But now I don't do drugs. I don't fuck, so I have no physical activity. And I only smoke weed and drink beer, and I'm getting fat again. I guarantee you, if I quit drinking beer, I'd lose like 20, 25, 30 pounds. Liquid sugar, liquid bread is what it is. This is liquid bread. It's not even sugar. It's worse than sugar. It's liquid bread. Fucking meal in a can. Last time for me was February 19, 2024. I got a DUI. Bro, that sucks. I got a DUI. Was it? How, 28? 29? It was a long fucking time ago. In the dumbest way. Like, I mean, we were fucked up, obviously, but like, I was like swerving around. I purposely drove as fast as I could home from the place we were at. I was like, dude, I'm going to drive as fast as we can back to your house. And he was like, that's a bad idea, but right on. And then we did that. And then at one point, I thought, like, we drove past a car with its headlights on in the driveway. But apparently that was the chopper with its lights on us. You know, it was a good night. 0.43. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I'm just talking about being a jackass running from the fucking helicopter. And I only blew a 0.15. Damn. Again, I'm a professional getting fucked up, dude. I was not fucked up to the point of drunk driving and getting pulled over. I got pulled over because some asshole in a neighborhood called me in for driving 80 through their fucking neighborhood at 10 p.m. at night on a fucking weekday. And then I didn't realize that was the chopper at the lights. We got through this neighborhood. We came out on the main streets. I looked ahead. I saw a cop waiting on the side street. Saw another cop on the left side street. Saw a cop behind me. I was like, Lee, am I getting a DUI tonight? He was like, yeah, dude, for sure. And I was like, fuck, dude, your neighbor. Dude, we could literally see my homeboy's house when I got my DUI. Literally. It was 3 blocks away from us. We pulled through this main intersection because I saw these cops waiting. You know, so I just pulled through easy, pulled over, you know, before they pulled their cherries or anything. Pulled over to the side of the road. And they come up and I'm like, yo, homeboy's house is literally right there. You know, I gave him the address. And he was like, you want to step out of the car for me? I was like, fuck. These fucking dicks. Nothing wrong with that, Tomas. I mean, obviously, I'm making fun of getting fucking my DUI because it was funny to me, and I don't give a fuck. I spent like $1,200, and it mattered not to me. But yeah, dude. I mean, to each their own. Be sober. I don't drive drunk anymore. However, so driving drunk is one of the greatest joys in life. I think it's better than sex if you're drunk enough and going fast enough. However, I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that since I got my DUI because despite me being a degenerate criminal at most times, I know my limits and I know when you shouldn't pass them. I already got my one and done. I got a DUI and it wasn't that bad. I did a little house arrest, paid a little bit of fine, and it was fine. Didn't affect my life at all. Feel me? But going forward from that, I would be so fucked if I ever got fucked up again with that. So I just don't do that now. I don't drive drunk. And I used to love it. So this matters. No, I feel you. But I'm just saying, like, I fucking love drunk driving. Now that sounds fucked up, but I'm not an asshole, and I'm a professional dude that gets fucked up. I got handles. I ain't wrecking or nothing like that. Driving fucked up is just like a fun fucking rush for me. But I don't do it anymore because now, if I do get caught, my shit is totally fucked. Follow me for more recipes. Well, hold on. I mean, that's just like too much fucking good liquid acid back in the day, man. You know what the world sounds like, Cicero? You know what the world sounds like? It sounds like this. As you're touching the grass. Dude, there's one time me and my homies, we were in high school. We had all this liquid, like super good, damn near sunshine shit. And the homie Jeremiah, he had tripped before, but he hadn't done like full vials like we were doing that night, and he did that night. And yeah, dude, I walked up to because like so Josh, he's the one, my homie we used to get the fucking liquid from, and he lived literally like directly across the street from my house. And anyway, so that night we were partying and shit, and I go out to, we're all fucked up, and like our homeboy Jeremiah, who lived like another block or two down the street, his whole family, they had a bunch of kids like us. He was like literally like not petting the grass, but he was like touching it. Feel me? And I was like, Maya, what are you doing, man? What's up, dude? What's going on, bro? And he was like, Donnie, the world sounds like. And just went back to playing with the grass. Dude, it was the funniest thing in my whole fucking life. Hell yeah, Tomas. Dude, that sucks though. I am so fucking lucky. Dude, I thought I was getting dressed out and going to fucking jail. I don't know what happened the night I got my DUI. I just explained how I got it, which is fucking absurd in its own sense, considering the speeds. They drove me downtown. They took me in. Went in this little weird side room. They took like my prints or some shit. I don't fucking know. And then they shooed me out the fucking door, dude. My homies picked me up. I got in the car. It was so early in the night. We went to the bar and I got proper. I wasn't even like proper. Dude, I went and got proper drunk. I drank 2 liters of fucking 10% beer before I got my DUI. Afterwards, I went to the fucking bar and we were drinking pints of fucking vodka. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't get pulled over for being drunk, bro. Like, we went and got properly fucked up after I got my goddamn DUI. And that is, well, pretty fucked up on my part. But, sorry, my whole point to that was I thought I was going to get dressed out, and I didn't. And I don't know why that happened. I don't know why they didn't keep me. I still had to get a lawyer. And then I had to go back to the jail before I went on house arrest. I don't know why they didn't keep me that night. I have no idea. But I feel like I just like struck the lottery for no reason. Cicero, that's funny, dude. We got a fucking train track right here. It only delivers coal to the coal plant, which is literally like I could throw a baseball at it from my house. It's the only train that comes through. But I love the fucking sound of it. Dude, I wish I had a mugshot. I don't even think they took a picture of me. That's what I'm saying. They took me in there, like took my prints, and they're like, see you later. It's just not what I expected at all. I mean, I don't know about that. But when I did get a lawyer, the day after or that week, I gave that dude an extra $1,000 tattoo money. Whoop whoop. I was like, because he was charging me like, I think he was only charging me like $1,100 to like see my case and like talk it out or whatever that. And I just handed him $1,000 like cash. I was like, yo, I don't want to piss. That's all I told him. I was like, I don't give a fuck what happens. I don't want to go to jail. and I don't want to take a piss. And I got on house arrest, and I did pills and booze and sex all week, and then I was good to go. It was fucking amazing. Overpay your lawyers every time. Every time. I've only had that one time, but that extra $1,000, I was never on fucking, I never had a piss. What do you call it? Probation. I was never on probation. They never checked me while I was in my house. I paid a $600 fine. I paid my fucking lawyer a total with this normal fee plus the extra, probably like $2,000. So $2,600. All I did was sit in my house for 5 days and like bang ladies and do drugs, and then I was free to go. It worked out for me. Cicero, it wasn't a cocktail waitress. It was she was you know what a front person is, a front man for a tattoo shop. They run the front, the set up fucking appointments, all that shit. Dude, there's this chick when I went to the biggest tattoo show on earth, which is the official title. Look it up. In Vegas, when I was 20 and 21, I went to 2 years of it. Bro, there's this chick there, man. Damn. Dude, I've had fucking wild times in Vegas. I've only been there twice, man. I've like lost a girlfriend and gained like an orgy, and then fucking, dude, so much crazy shit. I might have overpaid on some shit, but I ain't never overpaid on no ass. I ain't never paid for no ass. Other than normal dating, I guess. Do you mean overspray? Dude, I don't doubt that, Tomas. Yeah, dude. I've had homies I put money in the books for. I've had a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend I put money in the books for, that was in jail. Shit's rocking rough, dude. I was lucky to avoid it, bro. When I was in Vegas for that fucking show, which was fucking crazy, women, drugs, booze, all that shit. But Vegas itself, dude, weed was a felony. Like any amount of weed was a felony, dude. We ended up scoring weed from this fucking dude. His name was Y Hustle. I still have he had a card. This motherfucker, dude. His name was Y Hustle. Anyway, dude, we were getting weed from him throughout that fucking week. The second year we were there. But dude, yeah, we were like, you had to like put towels under the door in your fucking hotel room, or like you were like literally like laying underneath cars on the strip because there's like no alleys there. There's like nowhere to like really dip out and smoke weed. It was like felony, like an automatic felony in fucking Vegas when I was fucking 20, 21, 22. And now it's like they have the biggest weed stores in the country. So it might be a different experience for me there now. Now, granted, when I was first there, we were there. Dude, I remember the first we I remember the first year we were there. I was literally 21. And we went out. We worked the first year of this biggest tattoo show on earth. Mario Barth is the dude that puts it on, and he's a. If anyone knows anything about the tattoo world or doesn't, look up Mario Barth. This dude is a fucking puke. This dude is disgusting. Don't get me started. Anyway, we worked that show. And I remember, so, there's like basically two sides of the street, the strip, and like half of these goddamn hotels are all connected and shit. Anyway, so we were over by Planet Hollywood and shit, and there's like an indoor mall called the Miracle Mile or whatever. Feel me? And me and my boy Eric, he's my mentor, but we're just walking through this motherfucker, the homie and his lady are going in the shop, me and Eric are just standing in the hallway smoking cigarettes, you know what I mean? And after about a half hour, we're like, there ain't no ashtrays in this motherfucker. Feel me? So apparently, like, we're up in this fucking mall just smoking cigarettes like we're like I can own the joint, and we were not supposed to be doing that. We just assumed it was like the fucking casinos, we were just smoking. Dude, Vegas is funny, but yeah, Tomas, that's what I'm talking about, dude. But now they got the biggest fucking dispensary like in the fucking country. Isn't that fucked up? Doesn't it make you guys want to shoot politicians like in the face with like firearms? I mean, I know it does me. Why does he get double? What the fuck is double washers even mean? Dirty pool. Damn, was I just like rambling and not paying attention to you people? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But no, like, I mean, Vegas was like, I don't know, it was fine. We went to some after parties. It was tattoo shit, you know what I mean? Like, Mixmaster Mike tattoo or DJ this fucking set for one of the after parties. It was fucking cool, but like, dude, back then, yeah, dude, like weed was super illegal, and I was like bugging out the whole time. And I was super, dude, I was 21, dude. I had no money. I was there with Eric and fucking Asa and Dan, who are like OGs of the shop at the time. So it was no thing for them, but I'm there like fucking no money. You know what I mean? Like super early in the shit. I was only piercing at the time. I wasn't even tattooing. So yeah, I mean, Vegas was like cool, but kind of sucked at the same time. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have like no real money. And I know I'd still hate it now because I'm not a gambler. Like, I'm not trying to go there and fucking gamble fucking whatsoever. You know what I mean? And I got no lady, which there's a fucking agent provocateur there. So I can't even buy like fucking lingerie for nobody. There's really no reason for me to go to fucking Vegas whatsoever. In Valley knife show time. I get this out the front I just bought. It's pretty fun. Tack knife slugger. I hollow ground this fucking Tonto blade for Ripley of my own, design and liking. It's all the knife I got in me right now. One mood. Illegal weed is good. You know why? Not because, people are getting sentenced to fucking life for fucking weed, which they still are, god damn it. But before, so I have always, since my youth, I'm talking like 11, 12 years old, one moon. I have always advocated for decriminalization only. Feel me? Like you just can't get in trouble for it no matter what. That's all I have ever advocated for. Everybody else wanted it to be legal. Oh, we want it to be legal. We want to buy weed in the store. Yeah, what the fuck did that do for us? Not shit. It fucking diluted every strain known to man because it opened the floodgates for fucking assholes to fucking be assholes. And now all weed is the fucking same. B, capitalism. Why are you letting it open to that? Fuck that. Decriminalize this shit only. Fuck legalization. Decriminalization only. That's where I'm at. Cicero, you got one? Yeah, dude, they came with a full set of fucking hardware, insert swap, clip swap. I'm gonna fucking nail polish this shit to get rid of the silver. But yeah, came with full black hardware to swap. And with the discount code through, I think you're going through, I use Titanium Justin's. I think DBD has one and a couple other people. But dude, this motherfucker is badass. Same size as my Ripley, fires with authority, retracts with authority. I've already stabbed through a bunch of like pop cans and a bunch of other shit with it. Like the motherfucker ain't failing. You know what I mean? This thing is super fun. I love it. Surrounding all. What do you mean by surrounding all sides? Nebraska is like the most landlocked motherfucker there is, dude. We're like triple landlocked. The Kydex sheath that you will never, dude. Look at this shit. That's what I'm saying. For $80, I mean, you do get your money's worth. I mean, what is this? You get a full tech lock, dude. Tech locks are like $15 on their own. Feel me? Just to buy one, it's like $15. You get this whole knife with a sheath, with an extra clip, a complete extra hardware and insert for the clip, for $80. I mean, you really can't go wrong. I'll never, ever use this. But I mean, the value is there, and the knife is solid, dude. I'm telling you, I've stabbed this into like a wood table a shit ton of times today, and I've fucking punctured a bunch of cans and other things. I mean, for what it is, for $80, it's pretty good. Tac Knives, Acid, TAC. Yeah, use code Titanium or I don't know. I think DBD has a fucking code too. Gets you 20% off. Because I think they're like 89 normally, and then you get it for like 70, 76 or whatever. But so I had this. I got this. I scored this off of Scotch. A, because I wanted it out the front because I bought an ex-girlfriend one once ago, but B, because it's small and it's a little toy. But after getting this and how thin it is and shit, I wanted one that like I felt I could do something with. And this thing is gnarly as fuck. This thing is legit. Dude, yeah, it's only like $75, dude. And dude, like it's pretty stout, bro. Well then, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to sleepy. Good kicking it with y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Super random. It's just kind of being a dick, honestly, when I started, and then we were hanging out. So I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. I was bored and have no life. So I have friends, which is what I rely on you for. And you turned up. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm gonna go to bed. I am sleepy and I got work to do. So thanks for hanging out. Good kicking it. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yeah. I'll see you in some chats. Much love. Peace.